Tyler and Rihanna are having a beef apparently. Actually, that's an coffee video, so that's in the ad. Whoa, you guys wait today. Tyler and Rihanna are beefing apparently. So we finna react to this and hear what are they saying. Cause me, I'm not really like tapped in with Tyler, no Uncle Waffle. So let's try to tap in with this reaction here. I ain't gonna lie. Let's hear this one out. I booked 10 gonna TikTok. What the hell? Am I stupid?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't actually think the situation was this bad.
What up, Ree? It's my God for years.
Everyone knows I love Ree. Oh my gosh. So I met her last year. And she was cool. You know, I met her, but I think she was occupied because she was like, I went up to her, I was like, oh, hey, she was like, hey, my baby dad is calling me, and then she left. And I was like, oh, maybe she was busy. So I don't know, I felt awkward. What the heck? I felt awkward. I don't know how to say hi. If I feel like someone's busy, it's like, So this time, I was waiting for my car and she was right there, and I was, yeah. So this time, yeah, I don't want to go up because I felt like she was busy, you know what I mean? And the last time she was busy. So I want to, like, when we do speak, if we do end up speaking ever, I want it to be like calm so we both can just, vibe.
So as we all know, the Met Gala happened recently. And it seems like there were a few stars who attended Gala. I mean, this is pretty much the who's of American influence, of American culture. And one of ours, right, Tyla, would also be part of the Met Gala this year, pretty much solidifying her global status because at this point she's been going to the Met Gala for the last 3 years. It pretty much seemed as though nothing could go wrong with Tyla appearing at her third Met Gala. However, things would take a turn for the worse once the internet would get a few snaps of what exactly happened within this gala.
What up, Ree? It's my God for years. I called this bitch. Ree, how you doing tonight? Good?
Yes, how are you?
Peace and blessings. You know how to go backstage live, you know what I mean? You know how we do that. What do you think about tonight? Good tonight? You had a good time tonight? Look, I just got here, man. I'm just happy to see everybody. That's a fact. Backstage live. I won't be backstage live. I caught you at this fashion show. Look at my God. Yeah.
See you again, bro.
Likewise. Big love.
World.
When everything was said and done, Tyla was standing behind Rihanna while Rihanna was waiting for ASAP Rocky, and this moment would shockingly be recorded and posted to the internet, with people all over social media claiming that this was Rihanna snubbing Tyla at this moment, even though there's absolutely no proof of that happening. With one comment saying Rihanna totally ignored Tyla at the Met Gala, gaining a shocking 28,000 views. And even another interesting comment saying, is it true that Rihanna is jealous of our girl Tyla? And this is going to be very important later on. And even another comment comparing Rihanna's reaction to her and another girl saying, I know Tyla is mad after seeing Rihanna's interaction with her competition compared to her. And it seems as though the internet was pretty much running with the story as fast as they could. However, Tyla would actually respond to all the allegations. Firstly, with a story on her Instagram.
This way, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water.
However, she would actually come out with a longer version of her response to all the events that would happen this night.
Bro, I've been quiet for like 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Oh, that's good of me. What? I never get this quiet throughout a video. Why?
I look crazy right now, but I just woke up. My voice is raspy. But basically, everyone knows I love Ree. Oh my gosh. So I met her last year. And she was cool. You know, I met her, but I think she was occupied because she was like, I went up to her, I was like, oh, hey, And she was like, hey, my baby dad is calling me, and then she left. And I was like, oh, maybe she was busy. So I don't know, I felt awkward. What the heck? I felt awkward. I don't know how to say hi. If I feel like someone's busy, it's like, So this time, I was waiting for my car and she was right there, and I was, yeah. So this time, yeah, I don't want to go up because I felt like she was busy, you know what I mean? And the last time she was busy. So I want to, like, when we do speak, if we do end up speaking ever, I want it to be like calm so we both can just, vibe.
So for many who don't understand,
She looks too old to be vibing, I ain't gonna lie. She's never gonna vibe. Never. She just should have, like, walked up. The guy with the camera walked up and talked to her. So you could have also done the same thing. ASAP was, like, busy there. You could have also done the same thing. I ain't gonna
the
lie.
reason why this news is becoming so much viral and is getting so much steam is because Rihanna and Tyla have pretty much been compared since day one. Many people have thought that Tyla is seemingly the old version of Rihanna. And if you look closely enough, you can definitely understand some of the comparisons. So many people, especially in the United States of America, who don't know Amapiano culture, who don't know Gom culture, and also Tyla moving towards a more pop-centric sound, you would have many people on the other side of the aisle pretty much saying that Tyla is pretty much stealing Rihanna's sound, Rihanna's identity. And it would obviously be made worse with how Tyla portrays herself, not only in the media, but also in her music videos, especially the one she recently released. So you would obviously have all these comparisons being drawn, and people were pretty much saying, Rihanna is mad at Tyla because she sees her as nothing more than a carbon copy. And this is why so many Americans are absolutely eating this story up, pretty much drawing some sort of rivalry out of the two. I mean, it's no secret that Tyla's star is on the rise, and she is quite honestly a force to be reckoned with in the American pop scene. And so you are obviously going to get these comparisons. Now, whether or not Tyla feeding into this narrative is going to help in the long run only remains to be seen. But let me know what you guys think about this crazy situation in the comment section below. Moving over now to South Africa, we've got some interesting things to discuss because there's been some shocking news that has been exposed in
The Tyler thing, I ain't gonna, like, makes no sense to me. And we're already moving. Why? I don't see any reason for them to beef. And first time they met, Rihanna was busy. Second time they met, Rihanna was not busy, but Tyler in her head, she thought Rihanna is busy. No beef here. Just because they're both slanders doesn't mean she's trying to take over, like, Rihanna's identity and all of that.
the last few days. So we all remember, right, Ungizwe's interaction with some Malawian guy, and you would have many people on the internet praising this guy's response to Ungizwe, pretty much praising the fact that he stood up to Ungizwe because Ungizwe is no form of authority and he has no right of demanding foreigners' papers.
I'm not gonna lie. Any guy walks up to me talking about Nihamba Nini. I'm not a foreigner, by the way. But the tone was already disrespectful from, like, their get-go. So you can't be like that. Or I might even mind you, like, who is he feeling like? Because it's not me.
In Nigeria, the government of Nigeria have.
I'm not from Nigeria, I speak English.
I'm speaking English.
Yeah, I'm from Malawi, I'm a visitor here.
Yes. And you have papers?
Yes, I got.
Where?
Are you a police?
I am.
Are you a police?
Oh,
Show me ID.
I'm telling you right now that we are here in Johannesburg and we said we're going to be here for a longest time. No crime to be committed. And
Everyone is trying to be a content creator so much, they're even doing wrong things. Like, I just see a content creator from this guy. Like, what? Always give us a screen. He's just like, he's no different from, like, catching pedophiles and then, like, a content creates. He's no different from that. who's that guy who is catching like drug addict? Yeah. The Babalona, Mr. Malar, Mr. Banban. He's no different from him.
We are as peaceful as we are, but the Nigerian government have declared
South Africa.
we are against Haman isikhathele yini manje?
Sesikhathele nina la eSouth Africa.
Ungamela seNigeria uthe uzonilana ngobhanoyi.
Sibuza amaphoyisa.
I like the fact that the guy also stood up. Like he came close as soon as this guy came close. So now they see it's 2-on-2. They will never slap him or do anything like that because as soon as he slaps him, he fights back. He tries to jump in. He also jumps in. They will never gang up on him.
Business. Why you do it in your own country? Why? We are tired and you must know it.
I want to buy things here.
What I tell you, they will never slap him because it's 2-on-2. They can never do such a thing. Never. If he was all alone, he could have got slapped. What? But now because it's like amadoda see nigga much. If you are phezulu, you are phezulu. If you are pants, you are pants. Whichever way it wanna goes, we are here. They will never do such. They are so far back, but if there was an action, they were gonna be very here. I will never take people who gang up like now. I will never take people who gang up like very serious. Like me, if you come as a game by 5 me one now, but I'll be like fun fact is on Shabang and Palm. And also pawns. It would be nice for you. Kotong and Bam in Hamani 2 or need 3. Especially about Zimbabwe naming about home. Not when now Hamani 3. I mean Hamani 3 because when cook I know. And when check about fit, you bang pin. Because what's on pain the veil? Because what do you mean? You are like Zonbamba in the tree. Because Zoti, Zonbamba in the tree, the 2 layers of an answer about sub and they'll be like, why am I tonight? Why am I tonight? Then you'll be like, oh, such as I can do that clubbing a bum. Wait, then boy 5 back club a bonk, and then you'll be like, okay. But I want them Zimbabwe game, and then Bahama by 3. I'm coming in, boy. Trust me, I'm there. Because I know for a fact when I'm a Pezu, the rest, the second ones are boy, like way to Balimas. So Balimaza.
Yes.
Speak English. What's your problem? Yes. I was chained. Don't tell me nonsense. You don't know. What's your problem?
Now it's 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They will never put hands on these guys because it's like a tag team. Nature is 3. I want to point it by my not to see points up back. They will never slap them. They will never do such a thing here.
Until 15. Since I'm telling you, 15. Hambani, please. In your own country, can you do it peacefully? Njoba sikhona khona kuyisonto suka la Newcastle. Namanje sihambani ngiphuma la isonto. Thula wena. Angisanyela inhlobo.
Cabanga baba kusuke eNewcastle weza eJozi and then next day ubona bakho atrela bamhlabe ngempama. Obabakho bambambile akasekho lo weskipe esigreen bambambile i1 amala wena i5 lezi zithi tanala na wena sakukhumbuza bokhona izolo bahlaba babakho amhlabe ngenduku umbone sasa train amala wena amposting uza kuthini wena cause nathi singabangani bakho siyamazi babakho uza kuthini baba umthe ufuna umsebenzi eJozi no babakho simbonile bamhlaba ngempama.
Yes, the whole countries that are here, Hambani, finish.
I mean, after this video was taken, you would have one guy saying, I'm proud of this Malawian guy for standing up to this uneducated xenophobic Ngizwe. This is a businessman from Malawi who will spend money in South Africa and contribute to the economy that fools like Ngizwe contribute nothing to. We need more brave people like this man, gaining almost 10,000 likes. You would have so many people across the board in the internet praising this Malawian guy, praising pretty much the fact that he stood 10 toes for his belief and not allowing him to be quote-unquote bullied by the bully Ngizwe, and pretty much not backing down from this guy. However,
a few moments later,
something very interesting has recently come out, and from here on out, everything that I'm about to say is alleged because we don't have concrete evidence as of yet. It seems like pretty much people would come out of the woodwork with evidence tying this guy to a Ali Kaka from Malawi, with a post saying Ali Kaka is giving Malawian police a headache, hiding in South Africa. You see, Malawian police are still on the hunt for a Middlesbrough suspect, or Ali Kaka, following his escape soon after he was granted bail. Now obviously it's no coincidence and it's no surprise that many people who are on the run from their countries are found in South Africa in hiding.
Hi guys. So I just want to say well done once again. South Africans are just amazing people. So you remember that video that was trending on Sunday of Ngizwe talking to some guy from Malawi, and this guy was saying he's a business person, etc., etc., and he claimed that Ngizwe can't talk to him, you're not the police, etc. And you know, I saw EFF members were saying on Twitter that they're going to raise money for him because he's brave and stood up against Ngizwe. Well, have the tables not turned? Because it turns out that the guy is actually a fugitive and has been on the run from the Malawian authorities since 2015 or 17.
Ah, shit. But he still stood on 10 toes, though. He still stood on 10 toes. The other Malawian guys were getting slapped, bricked, and all of that. They were getting, like, harassed. But he still stood 10 toes, though. Get him to jail, though. Yeah, send him to jail, but guess what didn't touch this guy? He didn't touch him. Send this guy, send Ali Kaka to jail. Life, for whatever crime he did. Because why is he running away? Life in jail. But he still stood 10 toes, though.
Between those two, I think it's 2015, he's been on the run. And now they found him on the internet in South Africa, busy acting like he's a hero. Now this takes me back to the dangers I always talk about when I talk about this issue of illegal immigration, is that you let people into your country and you don't even know who they are. You don't know how many people they've killed in their country.
The illegal immigration won't be stopped because sahlala nabo mkhozi la emakhaya. So they are focused in Jozi, the city, and then they are forgetting what's in the semakhaya bakhona. Oh my friend, oh my friend, abochum, abomkhozi. So they might end immigrants at Jozi, like straight in the city, but thina sisambona umkhozi la sithengisela amatamati wakhe abolile. Sisambona umkhozi. Immigrant won't stop, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
You don't know what their intentions for being there are. You don't even know what kind of hustle or things they would do, to what extent, to survive in your country. And that is the problem that we have right now in South Africa. We've got millions, I mean millions of people that we don't know. We don't know who they are. You don't know what kind of crimes they've committed. Which country are they even from? Some of them even end up lying because they don't want to be deported. They're saying that they're from another country and they know they're not from that country. And our problems just keep increasing day by day.
Sometimes, okay.
And the only thing that we can do as South Africans is really to stand up for this country. We've heard the name xenophobia. We've been called xenophobic before. It's not the end of the world. Everyone has a right to protect themselves, protect their country and the future.
This lady is saying everyone has a right to stand up against immigrants and every suppression that we are facing right now. But they are forgetting that not everyone is tapped into the news and all of that. Like, crime bust, news, immigrants, and all that. The only time people hear about it is on like SAPC. SAPC is also a dying channel. We don't even watch that anymore. You hop on YouTube, there's small channels that are creating good ass videos for us to watch, for our ADHD to watch. You hop on YouTube, there's a lady talking about immigrants have done this thing. And it's not different from like the news that we see on TV. Our generation, for us to even take this crime bust and like serious, do a very well produced video where our ADHD can sit throughout the video and then like try to educate us through that way, boy. I swear, ungabona nami sasa nje siyovote. Nethuya zeni madema, hayibo. Bam. Uzuma uthotela. Othela uzuma. Bang. The only way they can get to the youth right now is if they attack the youth through the media. You see like how the youth was fighting like last year, making strikes and all of that. Through media, we are very reachable. But our ADHD, the minute you talk about he's been busted, but he's from Malawi, we're like, oh, xenophobic, we pass. The only way you can get to us is like through media, produce a good video, but make sure the video is very educational, emotional, provoking, and all of that. You got us. Sasa, ale ya mitoitoi. Azin, katelo ukuthi sibe ne load shading. Asambe.
Future of that country. And clearly our government does not have an intention to do so.
You see, we don't doubt that many of them who come here have good intentions. We don't doubt that many of them who come here are probably skilled in labor. But the fact that you're an illegal immigrant, that you're an illegal foreigner, pretty much shuts the conversation down there and there. We can't be discussing things.
So if you take out every illegal immigrant, for example, you'll hear this right. For example, right? I think Hotshot got their papers and Bruce got their papers. So let's say Hotshot, Aaron, and Bruce never had their papers. And even Tom, I think Tom is also like Congolese. So are you telling me because Hotshot is influencing this year in a positive way, Bruce is influencing in a positive way, Tom is influencing in a positive way. So are they also supposed to go back where they come from? Or we are like, they are influencing the youth better than any African. There is Sonic, for example. There is Tepe. There is Sonabili. They are all influencing. So now we're gonna be like, Hotshot akahamba yo stream eCongo. Bruce akayo stream ale eCongo naye. Dom naye akayo stream ale eCongo. Why? Is that what we're gonna do right now? Because if every illegal immigrant is going to be out because of the bad immigrants that are here, then not only the bad immigrants are suffering, but also the good guys, the good immigrants are also suffering. Because now we are losing Hotshots. HSN is now getting down. After like two plaques because he's about to hit another one. Now we have to like be like, pack your things and leave, papi. You are even 6 foot tall when that's not what I'm just not helping it in a cooking team. It's not so stone I've been 5'4". When you move so the girls. This is crazy, man.
With people who are not here through the proper processes, who are not here through legal means. Because if you're here illegally, then who knows what else you're capable of. South Africans are setting a bad precedent. They want to defend, saying, Wuti, these people are occupying jobs. These people are doing XYZ. But that's not the conversation we should be having. Anybody who is in the country without having proper legal papers, who is not documented, we don't know who you are and where you come from, is capable of anything. If people's intentions are genuinely to work under better circumstances, to move to a country that has better opportunities, then they should do so through the legal channels, or else keep those skills where you currently stay. That's all South Africans are saying. If ngempela you contribute positively towards society, it better be that you have the legal documents to be in that society. You can't have somebody now who breaks into your house, and when you start questioning why exactly they broke into your house, they tell you about the fact that they can help you wash the dishes, they can help you do your laundry, they can help you clean your house. No, but we have to address the premise. And that's the fact that you broke into my house without permission. I can have no discussion with you until we deal with the fact that you are here without my expressed consent, without my permission. And ultimately, that's what we're dealing with in South Africa. There's a lot of people who are here without having the legal documents, and these people are unaccounted for. God forbid they do anything in this country, we're going to have a headache, because we'll be seen as a safe haven for people who want to flee from wherever they come from and come find refuge in South Africa, because they know that in South Africa, people are willing to debate them on whether or not they provide anything of value in this country. Let me know what you think about this shocking story in the...
So what he is saying is every illegal immigrant must get papers to migrate here. All right? So what will stop them? What will stop the illegal immigrants from doing the bad things that they are already doing when they have papers? No, like deep it. They can get their papers and be legal to stay here, but they can still sell drugs because there's no thing that says do not sell drugs. Even if there is something, there is a rule that talks about don't sell drugs, they will still like, they are doing this right now, even if there's a rule saying do not sell these things to our kids. They are still selling it. Even if the illegal immigrants like come here legally, they will still do the bad things. They will still take the jobs that the South Africa is talking about, is crying about. He will be legal here and still build Izinhluzaband. How are you gonna stop them? They are here to find jobs, some of them. Some of them are just here to corrupt our children, which even our children is just like, yes, please corrupt me. Because they never force your children to buy the drugs, but your children go to them to buy the drugs. They introduce your children to drugs, and then your children gets obsessed, and then they buy them more. Everyone is wrong here. Your children is wrong. The immigrants is wrong. You as a parent, you're also wrong. I don't know what you're wrong for, but you're also wrong. Why did you raise a kid that will be obsessed with drugs? Why? You are wrong. Everyone is wrong here. I ain't gonna lie.
Comment section below, because all I can tell you is an interesting precedent is starting to be set in South Africa. Whether or not that's going to work for us or against us only remains to be seen.
Only remains to be seen for real. I ain't gonna lie. If we now fuck around and find out, I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't gonna lie, this video started as a Tyla versus Rihanna. Now we are on Nizwe, we are on Ali Makaka. Yeah. I guess I'm also a politician contribute, because I did put on some points. What do you mean? But I feel like my points are valid. I ain't gonna lie. But if you think my points are not valid, comment your points below and tell me what you think. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gone.